in the Bible. Actually, let's see. I have to find it first. We're almost to Second Corinthians, by the way, and I'll read one chapter. Uh, but before we get there, there is a verse that is a very interesting verse. Okay, I read it, but didn't mean I understood it. Let's see. So let's revisit some of these verses, and then we'll get to reading. Let's go. Okay, okay. Let's read verse verse 5. But every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head, for that is one and the same as if her head were shaved. For if a woman is not covered, let her also be shorn, like shaved. Like there's a shame on her. That you didn't do it in this culture. The culture being the Corinthian culture, but also there is like uh probably Eastern culture, the whole Eastern culture as well, and some of the Western culture as well. So let's continue. For man indeed ought not to cover his head, since he is the image of the glory of God. So there's a difference between one that is the image of God and one that isn't, representing God. More directly. More directly is my thing. For man is not from the woman, but woman from the man. Nor was man created for the woman, but woman for the man. She is a help, you know, a help to the man. And she is definitely that. She is equal, but in this particular spiritual level, uh, there is a difference. Nevertheless, let's go to verse 11. Oh, wait. For this reason, the woman ought to have a symbol of authority on her head because of the angels. So, this is the verse that I wanted to get to. So, this is another reason because when she prays and or prophesies, she is actually representing uh, God. She is, praying to God, and her authority is not going to be challenged. Basically, her authority is not going to be challenged in this way if she is covered. Here's the thing, though. So yeah, this is in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, right? So basically, how do you understand this? Well, you can understand it in a bunch of different ways, of course, but I'm just going to give you two ways. One of the ways you can understand this is that uh, the people who are above the man, of course, the above the man is Christ and his angels, right? So his angels are watching what we say. His angels are kind of looking after the church as well as God, of course. And so they are actually looking after the things of man. And they were also kind of confused about them. No lie. How you doing, Crystal and Beanie? So yeah. And Chris, call up for you. Cold bath for you. So yeah. So basically here's my thing. Okay, here's my way. I think when you pray, you bring your request directly to heaven, to the throne of God. And in let me see. I'm gonna mention something that was in John. I think it's in John. Where is it actually in John? I'm 100% not sure, but I think it was in the first chapter. Okay. Uh, okay. I think it's verse 51. Let me double check here. And he said to him, most assuredly I say unto you, hereafter you shall see heaven open, and this and the angels of God descending upon the Son of Man. So imagine that your prayers are being carried to the Son of God directly, right? Assuming that you haven't sinned, right? That you're not separated from God. These prayers are being sent directly to God. That means they have authority, and because they have authority, man is not going to override them. But in the Old Testament, right, there is a sense that you could actually override a woman's like plan or whatever, right? That you could override it. However, there's cases where because the man thought of this plan, it can't be overridden, and because of that, some bad things did happen. For example, uh, I think it's in, I think it's in Judges, right? Where this man said, I need your help against the Midianites. Right? I really need your help. I don't think I can defeat the Midianites. I really need your help. And the first person that comes out of my house, I'm gonna sacrifice for your good. And the first person that came out of his house was his daughter, and his daughter didn't say no. His daughter asked that she should mourn her life for 3 months, and he did what was uh, he God, you know, maybe she survived, but probably she did. I'm just saying. Okay, so and I think there's cases where I don't really have it in the Old Testament, but I know I read it. I think it has to do with the all right. Oh, look at this! I just read it. It's in like seriously, literally just read it. I'm gonna okay. He's even talking to his mom. Woman, that does not concern me. Concern have to do with me. My hour has not yet come. So he uh now both Jesus and the disciples were invited to the wedding, and they ran out of wine. The mother of Jesus said to him, Jesus, they have no wine. So he's basically asking God for help. But then God, Jesus, said that what does it have to do with me? My perfect time has not come yet, right? My hour has not yet come. But later we're gonna find out this has to do with his uh, being killed on the cross. So his timeline shouldn't have started, but because of Mary asked him, this is what his mother said concerning this. His mother said to the servants, whatever he says to you, do it. Now, maybe she knew that he would do it, but there is no way to convince God or to do anything. He can do it because he loves you. Okay. All right, now let's go to chapter. I think it's because women with authority who have not sinned have a right to the throne of God. and when they ask for things, they get it. They get it done. And as you could tell, Jesus said, "Draw out some water that take it to the master of the feast." And what did the master of the feast think of this? Oh yeah, he loved this wine. It was the best wine. Okay, you know what? I think that my wife's asking for my help right now, and I will go over 1 Corinthians 16 later. So have a great day. I gotta go do stuff.